And thank you, everyone. Welcome to this Tuesday afternoon. And let's talk about this chapter matters: purpose, peace, and possibility. We are going to have an overview of our past, present, and future, where you have been, where are you today, and where are you headed. And this presentation might even inspire you and think about all the possibilities that lie ahead of you. As a child, we have been learning from the environment, from people around us, and growing physically as well as intellectually. As an adult, we continue growing, contributing, producing, and expanding our family. We have faced some challenges along the way, and we have survived the tough times. As a mature adult, after 60, our physiology changes, and traditionally, people retire to enter the golden years of their life. With modern lifestyle, people are working well beyond their 60s. Some are working even in their 70s and 80s. So you must have heard that 60s is like new 40s. With this stage comes growth in our wisdom, ability to pass through the turbulence, unexpected situations, be resilient, and grow maybe in a new direction. We find ways to be happy, at peace, enjoy life, be mindful, and accept the changes and challenges. Find solutions, let others help you and support you when you need it. So let's talk about this phase of life and how to live life fully with a purpose, being at peace, and continue to explore the possibilities, because learning can continue at, at a subtle level every day of your life. So let's opening reflection, reflecting on our life experiences, the wisdom you have gained from growing through different situations, and how you have persevered, how you have survived and gained the strength. Retirement is a natural progression, a transition from one stage to another. At this stage, we focus on ourselves. It's not time to slow down, but rather choosing our actions intentionally. We still have purpose. We do influence others, and many possibilities lie ahead of us. Honoring your journey. So, a lifetime of experience and wisdom. What is something you are proud of in your life journey? What are the struggles you have faced? What is the personal growth you have experienced? Sometimes you found the strength that you never knew you had. Think about this for a moment. Your journey so far, your career, your accomplishments. I always say people are smart in different ways. You might know something better in some areas, and someone else might know something better in a different area. A homemaker baking delicious treats, a teacher, a doctor, an artist. What is your story? Raising children, spending time with friends and family, enjoying travels. Maybe you enjoyed sports, playing it from your couch and hitting a home run every time. That's the best way to play sports, right? And all that has brought you here and now. So, what is success today? As we talked about, we are at a different stage of life. Meanings have shifted a little. Success is not making more money, working long hours, getting a promotion. It is keeping your day full of activities, spending time with friends, new relationships, and pursuing hobbies that you didn't have time for before. Having a sense of fulfillment is vital to our emotional and spiritual well being. True success comes from finding peace, purpose, and connection. We can't overlook all the changes that are occurring in our life. You might be even facing some challenges. These challenges do not define us. We have learned valuable lessons along the way. So far as your health is concerned, educate yourself about your health condition. Understand your health condition and how you can heal and you can help yourself and still continue to stay active. Financial finances change as we retire or work less. Understand your finances and use the benefits that are available to you. Loss of loved one. This is a painful reality. Take your time to grieve. Lean on others for support. And remember the good times you spent with that person. Develop new relationships. Loss of independence can affect your mental health as well. Learn about the tools that can help you manage your limitations. Time available. This changes a lot. I'm now able to take a nap if I want to. I sleep in because I can. I'm not rushing for 9 to 5 job. So time is available and also you are able to pursue the hobbies that you were not able to do before because you were busy working or raising family. We are looking for new connections at this stage as we transition in a new environment. What matters now is that the person shares your ideas, your hobbies, or your views. Because even if a person is the most accomplished CEO in a company, unless you are able to connect with that person and have something common to enjoy spending time together, that accomplishment of that person you are proud of and you admire, but you will really tend to spend more time with a person who shares your views and your hobbies. Letting go. Letting go is so important to be able to move forward. And serenity prayer is a great guide to help you let go. So it goes, God, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So sometimes when you are stuck, think about it, what I can do about it, and what I cannot do about the situation. And then it might be easier to let go. Take a moment. What is one thing you regret? Do you feel guilty about something? Has someone mistreated you and you are resentful towards that person? Letting go is very powerful. Before you can move on, you need to lighten your load. The baggage you carry in your heart can be exhausting. When you let go, it makes room for new, and it also makes room for something that's more positive and more uplifting. When you let go the pain someone has caused you, you can move on to other things and be open to new possibilities. Think about this. What is one thing I can gently release today? And as we talk about this, I really encourage you to write down your thoughts for your own personal situation, what you can do, what it is that you would like to think about. The power of acceptance. Acceptance is not giving up, it is understanding what is happening and be okay with it. When you resist, your pain can get worse because you are tense. Fighting change consumes a lot of energy without any help, while accepting it and trying to adapt and adjust helps you live with it. For example, I wish I had enjoyed more time with my boys when they were growing up. I remind myself I did the best I could at that time. I have accepted that I'm not perfect. All I can do today is spend as much time as I can with them. So acknowledge what's happening, what's the reality. Try to be resilient, release the resistance, conserve your emotional energy, make peace with the change that's happening in your life. Acceptance creates inner calm. And that takes us to freedom, empowerment at this stage. Empowerment means choosing your attitude, choosing how you respond, focusing on what you are able to do, and setting small, meaningful goals. According to author Bianca Varese, you need to cultivate three attributes: the right perspective, because your perspective changes how you view things; being resilient, so that you can adjust and adapt; and finding purpose in life's moments. For example, I am in pain, but physical therapy is helping and I'm improving. You always have a choice. Choose your response wisely. Set small goals that make you feel good because you are able to accomplish them. And that's important. The freedom of forgiveness. It's a gift you give to yourself. Think for a moment about someone who has hurt you, or you hurt someone else. We can't go back and fix the situation, but we can process and release it today. Maybe you realize that it was a genuine mistake or a misunderstanding, or looking back, it wasn't as big of a deal as you thought at that time. Or, in fact, it was a deliberate attempt by someone to hurt your feelings. If you think about it and, and feel hurt today, you are giving power to that person to continue to hurt you. Think again and say, I don't need you. I am choosing to protect myself. And you can do that. It might also help to have compassion towards that person who is unhappy, aggressive, or mean to you and maybe to others as well. There might be a reason why that person is bitter or mean or angry. Maybe that's how they were treated by others. Forgiveness frees you as well as the person you forgive. So it's two for one. Both of you can move on and feel better. I want to remind you here, forgiveness is not a switch you turn on and off. When you are hurt for a long time, it would take time to forgive and to really release all your emotions attached to that. So it is a process. Be patient, but it would help when you are able to forgive because you can move on. When hurt, anger, regret, or guilt occupies our emotional space, it doesn't leave room for peace, joy, and kindness. And so it's very vital that we forgive people and we really process these negative emotions so that we are able to move forward. Forgiveness creates space for joy and peace to move in. This is spiritual growth. Finding purpose. Focusing on abilities rather than limitations. Explore new directions. It may be practicing yoga or Tai Chi, or learning a new hobby like music or art. Mr. T had to place his dear wife in a long term care facility. It was a heartbreaking decision for him. He started pursuing his hobby of wood carving that he could not do previously as he was caring for his wife. He was still grieving the loss of his wife because she was at home. She wasn't at home, she was in a facility. But he was enjoying creating beautiful wood pieces and meeting other wood carvers and sharing their techniques. This helped him have a purpose to move on, to continue his own life. Think about what I'm grateful for today. A regular practice to be grateful shifts your perspective. Science has proven that it changes our brain chemistry and we start feeling positive, uplifted, and good. So start your day by thinking of three things that you are grateful for. What I do is I practice this when I wake up. I think about what are the three things I'm thankful for today. And it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. It could be as simple as I'm able to walk and see the beautiful flowers in the garden. I am able to talk to my family and have love and care for them, as well as their love towards me. So you can be thankful for anything and everything in your life. The only purpose is to be mindful, to be intentional, and remind yourself to be grateful so that you are able to have a good day. You set a tone for a good, kind day in your life. Share your knowledge with others to help them. You will feel good that you did. The act of random kindness and volunteering always helps others, and seeing others happy makes you happy too. This unconditional love and compassion are deeply rewarding. When you are looking forward for something, it gives you a reason to rise and start your day wonderfully. Mindfulness, take time to enjoy your experiences. For example, if you are enjoying ice cream, chew slowly, feel the texture, the cool sensation, the flavor, enjoy the sweet taste. When you are acting with intention, it resonates at a deeper level, and the satisfaction is that much deeper as well. Joy is often found in small, intentional moments. Live with intention. Find purpose in each day. Choose gratitude over regret and keep learning, growing, and giving. Meaningful goals. This is very, very important because the goals, when they are more meaningful and personal to you, you really get a lot out of accomplishing those goals. Calling your childhood friend that you have not talked to for many years. You can meet and reminisce about those carefree days, and maybe when you skip the school to go to a movie or meet your boyfriend. I remember we all used to get together to hear stories from one of our friends who was dating a guy in high school. It was so much fun. There needs to be a shift from achievement based success to a meaningful success. So the goals could be reconnecting with someone, learning a new hobby, improving mobility, practicing gratitude, or volunteering and mentoring. Mr. S's wife was in a wheelchair for 25 plus years. He was a devoted husband and took very good care of her. When she passed away, he went traveling, which he couldn't do before. He went on Route 66 on a train ride for over a month. And when he told me that story, he was so happy that he did that. Mrs. A's husband passed away in a few years after being diagnosed to have Parkinson's. He declined very quickly, was in a wheelchair, and passed away. Mrs. A devoted her time at the church and went traveling on several tours. She fondly remembered her husband while enjoying the travels. Achieving a goal is not about how much you do, it's about how meaningful it feels to you. Excuse me. Possibilities. So, when you shift your perspective, the glass that was half empty can become half full. A new perspective really changes how you view the world around you. Becoming resilient helps you go with the flow. Things may happen, but you pass through that with inner peace and calm. Maybe you are pursuing a new hobby or volunteering or being mindful and look for a deeper connection. Look at your options to find a way to adjust to a new situation. Music and laughter can be very uplifting and empowering. Be positive. Count your blessings. I'm able to walk, talk, enjoy good food, and I'm able to spend time with friends and family. If you are facing pain or other life challenges, intentionally add more positive experiences to help bring greater balance, strength, and hope in your life. Because the more pain or negative experiences you are having, being positive and having something good and enjoyable would counteract that. You would find that the problems may not go away, but you will find peace and strength to be able to cope with it. Tracking progress. I think this is important time to time to look at what's happening. Track your progress. What happened, good and bad, and everything in between. What can I learn from my experience? Things can happen that can derail you, but don't let it stop you. Pick up and continue where you left off. Happiness isn't found by waiting for the perfect situation. It's created through the small choices we make each day to be grateful, to stay curious, to nurture relationships, to care for ourselves, and to live with intention. This chapter of your life can be one of your most meaningful yet. This chapter matters. So you are growing as you continue to go through different experiences. You learn from every experience. Even a bad experience can teach us what not to do again. You continue to influence others around you, your neighbors, your friends, your family. You can be an inspiration to someone as you find creative solutions to manage your situation, and others in the similar situation can learn from you. You are becoming who you want to be spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Happiness isn't found by waiting for good situation. It's created through the small choices that we make each day. To be grateful, to stay curious, to nurture relationships, to care for ourselves, and to live with intention. This chapter of your life can be one of your most meaningful yet. May your tomorrow be better than today. And remember, the goal is not to add years to your life, but to add life to years, to your years. And I want to emphasize this one. You are the only one who can write, direct, and act in your story. So you are in charge, and it's entirely your choice, your options, your possibilities that matter.